Hey there, boys and girls. Today we are going to start a new unit in math. It is Unit 7. It mainly focuses on multiplication. It does have some fractions mixed in. It kind of takes multiplication to that next step, almost like a fourth grade step, and you'll build on it next year. So I'm going to start today with multiplication story problems and multi-step and equations with parentheses. So there's a lot that we're going to cover. A lot of it's a review. So without further ado, I will begin problem number 1 with you. I'm going to get a pen so I can underline as we go here. So it says Jack bought a sheet of stickers with 2 rows of 4 stickers on it. So right now I already know that this may be part of the problem, part of the work I'm going to be doing, math work. So I'm going to underline it. It might not. I might cross it off later. We'll see. But I can picture that in my brain right now. 2 rows of 4 stickers in each row. The stickers cost 9 cents each. Okay, so now there's a price on every single sticker. How much did Jack pay for the entire sheet of stickers? So here's our question. I'm going to underline the entire question. Sometimes I circle the question. And on here, I'm just going to underline it. Now, the main thing that we're trying to accomplish today is to slow down. Make it more of a step-by-step process. Don't rush into it. One of the biggest mistakes kids do is they'll read a problem. They'll see, oh, 2 rows of 4 stickers, that's easy. It's 8, and then they'll write that as their answer, ignoring the rest of the problem. So you really need to slow down and answer. The assignment today is set up like this, where there's like 3 little questions that go along with each story problem designed to help you think it through. So the first question that I want everybody to be thinking about when you read this story problem is, what is the problem asking you to figure out? And you're going to actually have to write this down in today's assignment in your book. So what is it asking us to figure out? Well, the first problem that we're going to be doing is finding out how many stickers. There's 2 rows of 4 stickers. They don't tell you how many stickers, so you need to know. I need to figure out how many stickers, and then if you do that problem, then you can do the second step, which is the stickers cost 9 cents each. How much did Jack pay for the entire sheet? So we have to now assign a value to every single sticker once we know how many stickers there are. So we also need to know how much the entire sheet costs. So I need to figure out how many stickers and how much they all cost to get her together. Okay, so on your assignment today, you will write a sentence very similar to this. If it's just one step, it's just one answer. If it's more than one step, you got to put both of the steps. Then the second part says, write an equation for the problem, and pay attention to this part. It says, use a letter to stand for the unknown quantity. So that's like a variable. Any letter will do. I try to avoid letters that look like math symbols or numbers. Like, for instance, X. I never use X as my variable. I usually try to stay away from it because it also means times. But what I do is I'll look at the unit and make that the first letter of the unit my variable a lot of times. So it says write an equation for the problem. Let's see. So to find out how many stickers, there's 2 rows of 4. That's an array. So we know when you see an array, it's typically multiplication, 2 rows of 4, especially when you don't know the big number. Now, that's the first step. So I'm going to actually do something that you may not be familiar with or used to yet. First step goes in parentheses. So 2 times 4 in parentheses, typically, not every time. But I'm just going to put that I know 2 times 4, and I also know that we cannot answer the second problem without the answer to the first step. So I know 2 times 4, and then once I solve for that, I also multiply that by the 9 because there are 9 They are each 9 cents. So 2 times 4 times 9 equals, and then our unit, well, it says how much, I usually go to the question to find the unit, or remind me of the unit. How much did Jack pay for the entire sheet of stickers? This question here, however, does not show me the unit. I have to go dig deeper into the problem. Jack bought a sheet of stickers. Let's see, the stickers cost 9 cents. So the unit is going to be cents. So I'll make that C as my variable. So step 1, 2 times 4, we get your answer. And then step 2, you multiply that answer by the 9. So it says write an equation for the problem. I want to see equations with parentheses if it's multi-step. That's the only way you'll be able to make it into one equation. So now we're going to solve the problem. Now there's so many different ways to solve this problem. Obviously, we have to do the first step. Let's see here. I think I have this hidden. So when I first read that I pictured this in my brain. I saw the 2 rows of the 4 stickers. And then the next step, I've added value to each sticker. So basically, it's like an array with a 9 on each one. And then to solve that, there's lots of different ways. You could just add all the 9s up, 9 plus 9 plus 9, like a repeated addition problem. That's another, just kind of a basic way to multiply. Or some of you might look at it, well, the top row is 4 9s, and then just double that for the bottom row. But I know that when I look at this, 2 times 4 is very simple. It's 8. So I know that there are 8 stickers. So really what it is it 8 times 9. That's the problem, 8 times 9. And I know my 9s trick. Here's an example of the 8 times 9 and the 9s trick. If you put your hands down and you put your 8th finger down, because this only works with the 9s, 9 times any of the single-digit numbers. You put your 8th finger down. There are 7 on the left and 2 on the right. So the answer is 72. So 8 times 9 equals 72, and then our units are cents. So that's how much our buddy Jack paid for the stamps or the stickers. So now that brings us to problem number 2. Ebony and her sister Tanya are making bracelets to sell at the crafts fair. Okay, I'm picturing we got 2 girls are going to make some bracelets. So far, Ebony has made 3 bracelets with 9 beads on each one. Okay, so I can picture that in my brain right now. There's 3 bracelets with 9 beads on each one, right? Okay, that's what Ebony made. Let's see. Are the names important? Let's see. Tanya has made 4 bracelets with 7 beads. 4 bracelets with 7 beads. So she made more bracelets, but there's less beads on each one. Here's the question. How many beads have they used so far? Okay. So the names aren't necessarily important as long as you know that there are 2 separate problems. When every bracelet has the same amount of beads, there we have that repeated addition. It's multiplication again. 3 bracelets with 9 beads. 4 bracelets with 7 beads. Okay, so first of all, let me take a step back. What is this problem asking you to figure out? Okay. I need to figure out how many. The first step would be how many beads Ebony used in her bracelets. So how many beads Ebony used? How many beads Tanya used? And then the last step, this is a triple. 3 times 9, 4 times 7, and then find the sum. And the sum is a fancy way of saying add them up. So then find the sum. Let's see if this makes sense. I like to reread after I type something. I need to figure out how many beads Ebony used, how many beads Tanya used, and then find the sum of the beads. Now it makes more sense. Sum of the beads. Okay. So we're going to write an equation once again using a letter to stand for the unknown quantity. So the units are beads, so I'm just going to use B as my variable, B as the letter that I'm choosing to represent what the answer is. So we have ebony, 3 bracelets with 9 beads in each one. I'm going to just write this one with my finger here. Let's see. That's step 1 for ebony. So 3 bracelets with 9 beads. And I know that the next step, I have to find Tanya's 4 bracelets with 7 beads, and it's just like how we did ebony's. And then we have to add them up. So basically, I'm going to make Tanya's over here in parentheses as well. So this time we have 2 sets of parentheses. And now we're going to put a plus in between them. That plus in between is the 3rd step where we have to find how many beads total. So the unknown quantity we said was going to be B. Now this one actually has another little step here, problem C. It says, which of these 3 estimates for the answer makes the most sense? 40, 60, or 80 beads? Well, let's think about this. So ebony did 9 times 3, and I know 9 times 3. Let's go down here. I think I have a the 9s trick somewhere down here. I thought I put it down here. Yeah, I did. So 9 times 3, if you have your fingers out and you put your 3rd finger down, we have a 2 on this side and a 7 on this side, so 27. Okay, and then 7 times 4, I just have memorized is 28, or maybe you don't. Maybe you have to count by 7s. Or the ideal thing is not even to do the 9s trick or counting by, just to memorize these. This would be a great time for you guys to memorize your facts, since you don't even have to go to school in the Scotch anymore. So just make some flashcards and memorize your facts. But anyway, so 9 times 3 is 27, which is about, what's the closest round number? A friendly number is 30. 7 times 4, 28, about 30 also. So 30 plus 30 is or 27 plus 28 is about 60. So the answer here is 60. It might be a little short of 60, but it's definitely not. It's definitely closest to 60 out of those 3 numbers. Now it's time to solve it. Well, we already kind of did much of the work. We have the 3 times 9 we just said was 27. And the 4 times the 7 is 28. Okay, so now we have to add 27 plus 28. I'll just use my finger here. 27 plus 28 equals. And obviously, you guys understand that there's many different ways we could solve for this problem. I like when one of them is close to a friendly number, like, well, actually they both are, but 28 is close to a 30. What I like doing is making that 28 into 30. And I know I'd need 2 from over here and add it from over there. So that's the give and take strategy. So that makes our problem now 25 plus 30. And that's really easy. I could just do that in my head. It's 55. So the answer is 55. And our unit was beads. And that's how we do it. You could have stacked 27 plus 28, or added the 10s, added the 1s. But this one really lended itself to the give and take strategy. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at problems similar to this, a story problem with those 3 or 4 questions, kind of how break it down step by step. Remember, if you get confused, or probably the most difficult or trickiest part is going to be right here. What is this problem asking you to figure out? It seems like kind of an extra unnecessary step. Just come back to the video if you can't remember, and maybe this will be helpful. You can really come back to the video for anything, though. We encourage it. So thanks for listening. Good luck today, and have a great day.